looking at the missing shoes from Betty Winslow's white horse are actually at the blacksmith shop, which was previously used as a trap. X1 again sends men to get them. As they force the blacksmith to help them search the shop...
Hold it. Stand where you are. I'll take those shoes.
You want these too?
Thanks a lot for the help.
You are.
Will overtake us. Faster. We must do something to stop it.
I will make use of our weapon when we reach the curve ahead.
Number, please.
This is X3. I must see X1 at once.
Come inside, X3. Was your mission successful, X3?
No, sir, it was not.
Why not?
Well, we ran into trouble at the blacksmith shop. 2 of Prince Emil's men were there, and the Vigilante was too.
Where are the shoes taken from Betty Winslow's Eravanian horse?
Prince Emil's men got 2 of them, and the Vigilante got the other pair. The problem now is how to get them back.
To your mentality, everything is a problem. Actually, the matter can be handled very simply.
Come on, folks. Come on, 10 cents. Only cost you a dime. That's it. There we are. He's a big gorilla.
Hello, Betty.
Oh, for the life of a movie star. They get through work so early.
Well, they're making all the good scenes today, so they don't need me.
Don't be so modest. Won't you come in, Greg?
Thanks, I will. I have a few things I want to talk to you about.
Now, who could have put these horseshoes in my trailer?
Evidently somebody who wanted you to have them.
Why? It doesn't make sense.
Don't be too sure, Betty. Do you mind if I have a look at it?
No, you're welcome to it.
Believe it or not, I think there's a secret compartment in this shoe.
After all that's happened, I wouldn't be surprised at anything.
Well, that does it.
Crimson pearls.
Yes, and rare and priceless.
What does it all mean?
I'm afraid that's going to take some time to figure out. But this much I do know, thanks to Garrity the blacksmith. There was some kind of ruckus in his shop last night, and 2 characters in foreign costumes came in and swiped a couple of horseshoes.
Like these?
Mm-hmm. Now, who do we know that would have comic opera characters like that working for them?
Prince Emil?
You and the 64 Confederate dollars. Or maybe I should say rupees. One thing I do know, I'm going to arrange a session with His Imperial Highness. Would you like to come along, Kivitz?
I wouldn't miss it for the world. But who's going to keep the pearls?
I will, which will undoubtedly make me somebody's target for tonight. So you see, Your Highness, I'm most anxious to get any information you may have about the 2 missing horseshoes.
I regret that I have no information to give you. The fact that men wearing turbans entered the blacksmith shop scarcely means that I'm connected with the robbery.
Well, I'm sure His Highness would help us if he could. I've got to get back to the office, Greg. Can I give you a lift, Miss Winslow?
Well, yes, I'd appreciate it very much, Captain. Good night, Greg.
Good night, Betty.
Nice to have seen you again, Your Highness. Good night, sir.
Hey. Well, perhaps I should be leaving also.
Well, Your Highness, if you don't mind, I have a collection of rare stamps I'd like you to see. I have a couple from Nepal. Perhaps you can tell me if they're genuine.
Well,
Stop, why don't you run along with Betty and see how Pop Gun is?
You know how he is. You just... things do change mighty fast these days. I guess I will be running along. Good night, Your Majesty.
Now that we're without an audience, we can speak freely. So let's get down to business.
I didn't succeed in fooling you.
No.
I have an admission to make. I have the 2 horseshoes in question.
And the pearls?
And the pearls.
It's only fair that I should be equally frank, Your Highness. I have the pearls from another pair of shoes.
I must have them, Mr. Sanders. I must have all the 100 tears of blood for a very definite purpose.
Perhaps you'd care to explain. Won't you sit down, please?
Thank you. I shall have to tell you the whole story. The story of 100 perfectly matched blood-red pearls on which there's been a curse for 1,000 years. I beg you not to take that curse lightly, Mr. Sanders. You've already seen some of its consequences.
Yes, Your Highness. But the story you were going to tell.
It all begins with my former aide, Hamid. When he learned that I was bringing 5 Eravanian horses to this country, he tried to persuade me to give or sell them all to Mr. Pierce. Wishing to learn his reasons, I withheld my decision. Then I saw something happen on the day of the presentation that caused me to give the horses to 5 different people. I later received word from my palace that the 100 tears of blood were missing. I immediately suspected Hamid had taken them. Then when he died in the fire at Mr. Pierce's barn, I was certain of it, and that the curse had fallen upon him. When after his death we couldn't find the pearls, I felt certain their disappearance was in some way connected with the horses. That's why I've tried to regain possession of the horses, as well as find out who is behind the attempts to steal them.
I can see that we're both working toward the same objective.
Would you care to join forces with me?
I'd like to very much. And as proof of my good faith, I'm turning these over to you. Incidentally, I believe the headquarters of the men we're searching for is located at Pierce's Cafe.
That is important. On my part, I must report that my life has been threatened unless I turn over the few pearls I have. They seem to forget that death threats are quite normal to one in my position.
I imagine they are. In case of any further developments, will you please contact me?
Yes, I will. In case I'm unable to reach you, I'll contact Captain Riley. He seems to be a very trustworthy man.
Indeed he is.
Good night, Mr. Sanders.
Good night, Your Highness.
Captain Riley speaking. You don't say, and when's all this going to happen? Trace his call.
Trace the call on Captain Riley's phone.
Thanks for the tip. Who's this calling? Hello? Hello? Skip it. The party's hung up.
Never mind the trace. What was it, Captain?
I've just been informed that there's to be a raid on our jail tonight to spring Thorne, Sadlow, and Merck.
Could be a phony tip.
Yes, but on the other hand, it might be on the level. The question, of course, Greg, is whether this tip is a red herring to clear the way for something else.
Well, it sounds to me like the people behind this are trying to bring someone out into the open. Maybe it's the one who calls himself the Vigilante.
If they try to crash the jail, they'll find out they're running into a hornet's nest. I'll have that place so well guarded that...
I think you're off the beam, Captain. Why not let the break succeed? Just put up enough fight not to arouse suspicion.
I don't get you.
Well, I'll be on hand to follow them. Maybe they'll lead us to their headquarters.
I must be getting old not to have figured what you were aiming at.
Well, two can play at that come-on game, Captain.
Well, I think we'll try out your suggestion, Greg.
We're almost there, Lefty, so try to remember everything I told you.
It's in the bag, Doc.
Looks like the show's about to start, Captain.
Keep the motor running, George, and be ready for a fast getaway.
Put up a good fight, Monroe.
Okay.
But not too good.
Right. Hold it. Get those keys and let the boys out.
That was a little rougher than I expected.
Certainly was.
Let's get going, George.
Big Sanders has been snooping around.
Where is he?
He's over there in his car.
Then we better get rid of him.
I've already fixed things. He'll be taken care of.
Good.
What will happen when X1 and the Vigilante meet face to face? Will the Vigilante find victory in this last wild dash into the night? For the amazing climax, see The Secret of the Sky Room, the final chapter of The Vigilante, at this theater next week.